Okay, here I am again, guys, with the second part of our lesson. And this part is dedicated to the reading you find on page 28 of your student's book. So same page. So as you can see, we will skip number 2 because that's speaking, and unfortunately we can't have any speaking together. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, so as you all know, the strategy is to first read the answers and then read the text. Okay, so we're going to read the questions together. We're going to focus on the keywords for each question. Okay, and then we're going to read. So question number 1. Right now, the writer of the blog is planning to visit Pompeii, relaxing in a hotel, sightseeing in Naples, traveling to Naples. Sightseeing, vi ricordo, significa andare in giro a vedere le attrazioni di una città. Number 2, people weren't worried about living next to Mount Vesuvius because they didn't know it was a volcano, it wasn't very near Pompeii, it was only a very small volcano, they couldn't see it from their houses. Number 3, the writer was happy with the tour because she told them where to have lunch. The tour didn't last very long. Her English was very good. They saw things that tourists didn't usually see. Number 4, inside the houses in Pompeii today, you can see typical food and drinks from the area, films about everyday life in Pompeii, furniture and objects from Roman times, actors performing the daily life of people in Pompeii. The final one, number 5, the writer's plan for this afternoon is to go back to Pompeii, see something she didn't see the day before, stay in the hotel and rest, learn something about the history of Naples. So as you can see, I underlined for you the keywords to keep in mind as we read. Okay, let's start. 28th of June. We're staying in our hotel in Naples this morning after spending all day yesterday in Pompeii. We had a great time, but there was so much to see that we are exhausted. Exhausted means esausti, so it's a synonym of tired. Pompeii is the city that disappeared when the local volcano, Mount Vesuvius, erupted in AD 79. Quindi è la città che è scomparsa quando il vulcano, il Monte Vesuvio, ha eruttato nell'annus domini 79, quindi nel 79 d.C. Dopo Cristo non è after Christ, ma loro dicono annus domini o anno domini. At the time, people thought the volcano was a mountain, and so no one was worried about living next to it. They didn't realize their mistake, quindi non si resero conto del loro errore, finché the mountain exploded and volcanic ash, e la cenere vulcanica, started falling on top of the city. By then, it was too late. Soon, a thick layer of ash, uno spesso strato di cenere, covered the houses and the people inside them. About 2,000 people died in the disaster. Eventually è un falso amico, non significa eventualmente, significa alla fine. The city of Pompeii disappeared completely under the ash until it was found again in 1748, finché fu trovata di nuovo nel 1748. Since then, da allora, archaeologists have uncovered about 2/3 of the city, quindi hanno riportato alla luce. Notare la differenza tra discover, scoprire, e uncover, che significa portare alla luce qualcosa di sepolto. We got the train to Pompeii from station here in Naples. It only took us half an hour. It only took us, ci abbiamo messo, ci abbiamo impiegato, mezz'ora. The tickets were really cheap. Ricordiamoci un sinonimo di cheap, vi viene in mente? Inexpensive. Only €1.80 for a single. We joined a tour group when we arrived at the entrance, and our guide's name was Paula. She spoke fantastic English, and she showed us lots of things that weren't in the guidebook, which was really good. The tour took 2 hours, anche qui di nuovo took, quindi il tour ci ha impiegato, ci abbiamo messo 2 ore in questo tour, and then we had a small pizza and a bottle of water for lunch. After lunch, we spent another 4 hours looking round. We saw the amphitheater, the baths. Attenzione che bath non vuol dire i bagni, sicuramente avranno visto anche i bagni, poveracci, però sono le terme. The forum and some of the most important houses. The thing I liked best about our visit was that you really got an insight into Roman life nearly 2000 years ago. Quindi tu davvero, letteralmente, ricevevi una visione della vita romana, quindi davvero potevi renderti conto della vita romana così com'era circa 2000 anni fa. Pompeii was an important city at the time, and the people lived in large, beautiful houses. The ash kept the houses and their contents in perfect condition. La cenere ha mantenuto, dal verbo keep, mantenere, le case e i loro contenuti in condizione perfetta. And the objects are just as the people left them. E gli oggetti sono proprio come le persone li hanno lasciati. There are pots and pans in the kitchens, and cups and plates on the tables. Ci sono pentole e padelle nelle cucine. E ovviamente tazze e piatti sui tavoli. So you can imagine families having lunch together in the room where you're standing. We liked the mosaics in Pompeii so much, ci sono piaciuti così tanto, that we are planning to go to the National Museum of Naples this afternoon to see some more. They say the best ones are here and not on the archaeological site. I'll tell you what I think in my next blog tomorrow morning. Okay, students, so now that we have read this text together, stop the video and answer these 5 questions on your own. Stop the video now, I'll give you the keys. So, number 1, B. Right now, the writer of the blog is relaxing in her hotel. She says, we're staying in our hotel this morning. Number 2, people weren't worried about living next to Mount Vesuvius because A, they didn't know it was a volcano, and the answer is here. At the time, people thought the volcano was a mountain, and so no one was worried about living next to it. Number 3, the writer was happy with the tour guide because her English was very good. She spoke fantastic English. Number 4, inside the houses in Pompeii today, you can see furniture and objects from Roman times. Pots, pans, cups, plates, okay, on the tables, and so on. Number 5, the last one, I won't move the mouse anymore. The writer's plan for this afternoon is to see something she didn't see the day before. And in fact, they say, we like the mosaics so much that we're planning to go to the National Museums of Naples to see some more. Okay? All right, guys, stop here and see you for the third and final part of our lesson.